Not going with the beat.
All right, you want to wiggle around a little bit and then I'll start it?
Oh, you were good there.
Oh, I don't know. I thought maybe we were practicing or something. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Steve Schaefer.
I'm Cody.
And this is a Damn Good Time podcast.
Coming at your remote.
Doing the remote live. Well, not live. We're doing the remote podcast this time around. Got a sick boy on our hands here.
I've got the Covis.
Yeah, I didn't know if you want to dive into that right away, but might as well. I mean, that way we can let people know why we're going remote here.
Yeah, so we're recording on Friday, which is actually the start of my vacation. I was supposed to be in Pittsburgh at a casino right now.
Yeah.
But on, I'd say Monday, the kids started getting sick. Jack had hoarse throat, and they were getting a little bit of temperatures, nothing bad. It kept going on Tuesday, and then wife got sick, and then I got hit with it probably Wednesday. I started really feeling it a little bit.
Yeah.
Now we're here on Friday. I feel completely fine, but decided to do the old test because one of our friends visited, and they said they had it. Did the test, came back positive. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
So instead of jumping out into the world and spreading it more or whatever, I mean, you're sick, you know, it doesn't matter.
Right.
But we decided that we just chill at home, but it's okay because I got all next week off.
That's
chilling.
Good.
Birthday's Monday. Fun times.
Yeah, dude. At least it happened. Well, it's because it seems like this will be the tail end of the sickness for you, and since it seemed like it timed out pretty decently for you, where at least your vacation's starting now, you know. So it's not like
exactly.
It's not like you were stuck with the sickness the whole vacation time, you know. So
although if it had been the week before, I could have took off work sick leave.
Yeah.
And then rolled into vacation. That'd have been even sweeter, but
right.
Nah. Hey,
did you
things
burn?
happen, so. Did
you end up burning sick days for it, or did you just work from home?
No, I mean, like I said, I didn't know anything until I think Wednesday.
Gotcha.
So Thursday, I just worked from home, and it was fine. So
still see it worked out good. You still get to save all your sick days for whenever you feel good. I don't like to take sick days when I'm sick. You know?
Yeah. Well, now I find it more often that I'm taking sick days, not because of me, but because of the kids.
Right. Yeah. You always you got them to deal with now.
Yeah. Because if they go down, you can't just go drop them off at the sitters or daycare or whatever. You gotta actually take care of them. So.
Yeah. Right. You gotta deal with them. I mean, fuck, dude. Stupid kids. Ugh, they're the worst.
Who said had kids? God.
Right. Whose idea was that? Ugh.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's been a fun and interesting week for me with sick babies.
Yeah.
Sick me. Sick everybody.
Yeah.
House full of sickness.
It sounds, I feel like there's some bad luck going on between both of us here, you know? But yeah, we're still here to give you guys a damn good time, so.
We're still putting her on.
Yeah.
We just can't do it together. We got to do it separately. So.
Right, but I feel like I'm still with you.
Yeah, I still got the silver bullets rolling.
Yeah, man, like if there's any cure for any sickness, it's a little bit of beer in there, you know?
A little bit of beer.
Yeah.
A little bit of whiskey.
I mean, if you're still able to drink, you can't feel that bad, right? You know?
No, like I said, I feel good today. I woke up, it seemed like my throat wasn't sore anymore. Like I didn't sleep with my mouth hanging wide open because my nasals were all clogged and stuff. So like I actually slept pretty good.
Yeah.
Having a lot of weird, vivid dreams though.
Oh yeah, the good fever dreams.
Yeah, like one that was kind of like Inception mixed with the Matrix, which I mean, Inception was kind of Matrixy, but
right.
You know, this whole rabbit hole of how time actually works. but it was crazy. Crazy the part where I woke up and fell back to sleep, and then I was like in another dream, like, wait a minute, we gotta get back to this time stuff.
Yeah.
But my dream was going a whole other direction. I'm like, what? No, I need to know more about this time
I
thing.
haven't figured out time travel yet. Come on, Dream.
Yeah. It was like the kind of like the movie Looper in a way, like the whole time, like going back and killing people, but it was like
Yeah.
it was very, very bizarre.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
It's
That's I got Bruce Willis in it, and then that one other guy, right?
yeah. I don't know the other guys, I forget his name, but
I forget his name too.
yeah. Basically they're hitmen that go back and kill, or they send people back to the past and they get killed in the past, and but they're from the future. It's weird. So I don't know.
That sounds. I might have to watch that one.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
That's cool.
But yeah, so anyways, interesting week for me. Most of it just sitting in this house for now. So, well, like I said, I'm feeling pretty good. Probably test again tomorrow or something, see if it's kicked. I know it takes a while to get out of your system, so
Yeah,
let's take it easy for a little bit.
yeah, give you a reason to relax. You know.
Yeah. Hopefully, weather stays warm, but I think it's going to be windy and crazy tomorrow. So, see what I can get done.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of rain in the forecast, but it's that time of year. It's the wet season, so.
Yeah. Heard you had yourself an interesting trip.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I don't even know where to start with that. I guess I'll start. Last Friday, I took the day off because I had a doctor's appointment. So I got this cool heart monitor thing on now, which that's all the bigger it is. But it's itchy as fuck now. I don't like it anymore. And of course, ever since I got it on, like I haven't noticed any sort of palpitations or any sort of weird fluctuations in my heart rate or anything like that. I'm like, okay, cool. So now I'm gonna go through all this stuff and hold on. Zoom's telling me we're running out of time.
Did you schedule us at a certain time, man?
I don't know what that means. It says we only got 10 minutes left. I don't know what the fuck that means. So we'll try to get this in here real quick.
Yeah.
And then maybe come back after a break. But
right.
But yeah, so then we took the kids up Niagara Falls. Everything went great for the first like 2 days. Drive up was easy. We saw the falls. Everything was awesome. Then Saturday night we went to a hibachi restaurant. And normally it's not a big issue, but we tell them that we have shellfish allergies, and of course Sarah breaks out in hives, and so we gotta split, get some Benadryl, get her all hooked up, settled for the night. Everything was good. Wake up Sunday morning, I have explosive diarrhea, which was awesome. I kind of noticed that they didn't seem to be very cleanly with their like their utensils and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. They were handling raw chicken and then handling everything else on the grill too, and like not using fresh tongs or anything like that. So I have a feeling there's some cross contamination going on there, which caught us both. Then we leave on Sunday morning. We get 20 minutes from the hotel, and Sarah gets a speeding ticket, her first speeding ticket ever, which was awesome. Yeah, going like 72, I think, in a 55 or something like that. And whatever, we take that kick in the pants. It's fine. Get back on the road. 5 minutes later, the fucking van breaks. Power steering goes out, all that fun shit. So check, the serpentine belt's kicked off. I'm like, what? So I start fucking around, feeling my pulleys and stuff. And the alternator's just hanging there. It's like not bolted to the car anymore. I'm assuming, yeah, since it's a used car, you know, I like to buy the used cars. I'm assuming somebody had changed the alternator before, over torqued the nuts, broke or snapped or cracked the brackets that were holding the alternator on, and it finally decided to give out. And so that's just the start of it, right? So we have roadside assistance. We call them. They're like, okay, cool. We'll come get your vehicle. They were going to tow it to a dealership up there because I couldn't find the brackets that I needed for it at car parts store. They said it'd be a dealership only part. Cool. We get off the highway, get an Uber, go to the airport, rent a car, go back to the dealership. The tow truck driver calls and says he can't find the van. It's just gone. So we drive back to where it was, and lo and behold, it's gone. So then we start calling police departments. We got the New York State Highway Patrol finally. Apparently, at that section of highway, you can't just call and have people come get your shit. They have it contracted out for broke down car removals and shit. So they had already removed it, sent it to a yard. It's locked up. We can't get it till the next day. We couldn't even get our luggage and shit out till the next day.
Oh, jeez.
So we had to take. I had to take another day off work on Monday. I had a whole trip travel planned for work. I had to push everything back this week. Stayed at the hotel, went and got the car, got that all figured out. Luckily, they have a service department there, so they got it fixed. They called us yesterday. It's finally fixed and everything. But now that just means that we get to drive back up on Sunday to return the rental car and pick up the van. So that's going to be another 4.5 hours up there, and then 4.5 hours back on Sunday. That's going to be freaking awesome. So like I said, I feel like it's been a bad luck week for both of us. Like, you got the COVID. Yeah. I got stranded in fucking Buffalo, dude. It was nuts.
At least mine didn't cost so much money here. Yeah. Nice little road trip to Niagara Falls. That seems like let's be like an inexpensive trip we can do, honey. Yeah. We'll just drive up to the falls. It won't cost too much, just a hotel room, some gas mileage, food.
Yeah. I even had hotel points. So like hotel points weren't going to cost shit. Like, it doesn't cost anything to go see the falls. Like, it'll be nice, cheap, easy weekend. And now it's going to end up costing probably about a grand total of $3,000 to get when it's all said and done. So it's fucking stupid, dude.
Oh, man. And of all times for that to happen, it couldn't just happen within, 10 miles of being home. And okay, no problem. I'll get it back to the house. I'll get the parts, get it fixed myself.
Right.
Nope. All the way up there.
Yeah. Fucking, like I said, we made it maybe 40 minutes away from our hotel before everything went to shit. And then trying to figure out where your van's at, car rental, towing, all that shit with explosive diarrhea isn't very fun at all either. So like, that was a chore and a half just dealing with that. Luckily, I got most of it out at the hotel room, because I woke up at 4 a.m, fucking sick to my stomach. So
yeah,
it was so dumb. I'm so tired of this week already.
Yeah, it's the weekend. So yeah, you get to drive back up there.
Yeah, that's gonna suck on Sunday.
Round trip that out. Oof.
Yeah, and then because even my work schedule had me, I was supposed to be going to Cedar Rapids next Monday, so 3 days when this podcast airs, so it'd be jumping right into that car, driving up to Buffalo, coming back, getting a van here, and then getting ready to hit a plane at 6 a.m. in Cleveland on Monday morning. So luckily that trip pushed for me, so I don't have to go do that next week. So that makes, like, I was fucking stressing, dude. Like, if any, like, that, I feel like that's when my heart should have been fucking beating all weird and shit at the most, to, like, perfect time to wear a heart rate monitor. But no, it held up fine. So
hey, you know what? We'll get the crap out of the way now.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, like you said, next week we'll start brand new. You have a string of bad luck. Now only good luck can come, right?
Right. Yeah, that's it.
It's going to be my birthday.
Yep. I'll get my license back on Monday.
You're going to get your license back, and then by the end of the week, you'll be off probation as well. So.
Yeah, next Friday, if schedule works out, because we haven't talked about this yet, if schedule works out for us to record next Friday, which we normally do, I'll be able to have a few beverages on the show.
If you're new to the show, it's Steve got a DUI back on my last birthday a year ago, so he's just getting over that. So
yes, yeah, finally that's all going to be water under the bridge. And also, if you're new to the show, you'll also need to know that Cody bet me $100 that I would make it the full year without drinking, and I did it. Well, so far, I got a week left.
That's right.
So,
let that pressure sink in.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I can handle the next 7 days without a drink, just for that sweet, sweet victory.
Yeah, I mean, if you went this long, if you lost in the last 7 days, I'd be like, don't even give me. I don't even want your money. You're pretty much in the clear, so I gotta get that hundo out.
Right. Yeah, pay me, bitch. I need it now because I need to get my van out of hock. So need to pay for that alternator. Oh, because that's the other dumb thing is I got a fucking we have an extended car warranty, and they don't cover the hardware that holds on the alternator. Now, if the alternator would have failed itself, they would have covered it. So then the people that are fixing it, I'm like, well, can't you just say that the alternator failed? Like, put a new one on there. I don't care if it's a brand new one. And, you can just charge all the labor to that. They'll pay for the labor then, right? And they're like, well, we already told them what was going on. I'm like, well, fuck me, dude. Come on.
Help a man out. Come on.
Yeah, so, like, can't you say, on second glance here, when we put the belt back on and everything, the alternator is in fact broken, so... Like, what the fuck's the point of having a warranty?
If your frame breaks in half, does the warranty not cover it?
I guess not, because that's hardware. I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't write the rules. I just get fucked by them,
Yeah, exactly. No way to get that situation.
Yeah. But, all right. Well, so I say enough talking about that bad luck bullshit. Let's have ourselves a really good time now,
Yeah. Yeah.
I do want to something we completely spaced on last episode, and I think it was because we recorded the day before, but we completely skipped over St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah, I know. Last time we did a whole thing with it and everything.
But... Yeah, we should have been. I should have had some green water. You could have had green beers and stuff, but we completely just glanced over St. Patrick's Day.
That's because you're so Irish.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I got fucking 4-leaf clovers tattooed on me and shit, and I can't even. I forgot it was St. Patrick's Day. I probably just isn't the same for me because I can't drink, so I didn't really care about it that much. But did you do anything?
Not really. No. What'd I do? I think I went to the local yacht club beside us because it was they had a band playing and stuff. I just went over there, had a Guinness or 2 or 3.
There you go.
Maybe an Irish car bomb,
Yeah, that's celebrating, dude. That's you still got it. You hit it.
Yeah, so went over there for a little bit and hung out with our buddy Tyler and had a damn good time over there, just chilling. But yeah, it was kind of one of those things, and it's kind of like anything now, where with everything going on in my life and having 2 toddlers now, it's like,
yeah.
I mean, they're 1.5-year-olds, but I call them toddlers because that's what they act like. So
yeah.
Might as well be. It's just everything's too busy to even stop and think about what's coming next week. So
right, yeah. What holiday's next?
Easter's a couple weeks away.
Yeah.
It's like, holy crap.
Yeah, we're full tilt in the spring now. We don't have the weather to match it yet, but we've hit the first day of spring already. That was on the 20th, I do believe. So
it's not too bad compared to other states. Our winter's been pretty decent. So
yeah, it's hard to bitch about winter when we didn't really get a crazy one like snow. The snow stayed at bay pretty much for all of it. We only had like 1 or 2 kind of bad storms. They weren't even bad at all.
I don't even think there's one time this winter where I was worried about shoveling my driveway out.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. But
so it's like, it's just one of those things where it's like, what happened?
Right. It's that fucking global warming, dude. It must be real.
Must be. Love it.
I don't even want to crack jokes about it. We just found out. So I don't want to crack too many more jokes, but we found out that one of our episodes got taken down because we were, I don't know, we probably made some stupid joke about the current health status and shots. But, without saying too much, we got an episode taken down. But like I was saying to you off air, that, we can't have a successful show without a little bit of controversy,
And I said, I'm surprised it's our first one.
Yeah. So. As much dumb shit as we talk.
Yeah. And, when we were both drinking, I think sometimes late into those episodes, there was just mumbling and who knows what was getting said, put on, but
Yeah, and I mean,
you
all in
know,
all, we're just trying to have a damn good time. We're just cracking jokes. It's not meant to be serious. Don't take anything we say
yeah,
serious.
or as fact, because a lot of times a lot of bullshit flows,
Yeah, yeah,
and we're either joking or we're completely making it up as a joke,
right.
and we don't actually believe
Right. Yeah, and then and if you listen and you hear something that you don't agree with, talk to us about it. Don't report us. I mean, talk to us. Let's have a
it. Yeah,
conversation, right? But
I want to know how many. Yeah, if YouTube has like a bunch of people that just have to sit and watch our episodes all the time, because
well,
that'd be awesome.
yeah, that'd be cool. That'd bring up the views a little bit. I have a feeling, I do believe there's probably a lot of it baked in because I know they do auto captions on a lot of shit, so they do have an AI that'll glance through the episodes. And there's probably keywords that they throw in there that if it sees those keywords or registers them, it'll throw up red flags and stuff. So I imagine that's probably where it came from. But hey, whatever.
Yeah, let's see if we can find that episode in the vault and bring it back up and repost it.
Right,
No, I'm
right.
just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm kidding.
See if it gets
I'm
taken down
kidding,
again.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it'll be
Um,
strike one on our account.
yeah. So that being said, I have a hot take. All right.
Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna get flagged for it, but it's against robots. So, you know. um, You know those super cool looking Coca-Cola machines that you see at a lot of fast food places now? I know like Wendy's has them. Where did we just have one at? It was at Five Guys, where it's just like the one little kiosk looking deal. It's got the touch screen and you can pick all your push button, your little flavors and shit. And you
Yeah.
put your cup up there and it all comes out of the same spout. I want to say those machines fucking suck. They're the worst. I've never got a consistent glass of soda out of them, ever. And I'm a pretty simple man. I don't like to take in all the sugars. I always get the Diet Coke, and every time I've had a Diet Coke out of one of those machines, it tastes different. And I hate
Gotcha.
them. I hate them. They're dumb. Go back to the regular ones.
I don't have much experience with them, so I can't like put any input in that.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing by the way that machine works, you're probably best off like filling your cup halfway full, dumping it out, and then filling it all the way up.
Yeah, and that's what I've assumed too. So I've purged before because I imagine there's a little bit of residue left in the lines from something else. But
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's more of like it's not that I have a weird flavor from another soda that's lingering behind. It's more that the syrup to soda water ratio is completely off,
Gotcha.
and it's always completely off in that very heavy soda end. And I've even tried like, because my kids will try other things, which most of the time they get like the weird, they got like blueberry lemonade or like all these other weird shit. But like Sarah will always get a regular Coca-Cola. And I even talked to her about this and she agrees that the regular Coca-Cola always sucks as well as my Diet Cokes always suck. That's always inconsistent. They're terrible pieces of shit. Let's get fucking rid of them.
Well, they probably put them up because I imagine it saves them cleaning time and all that, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And although it probably costs them more money to put one of those up, overall, if you look at like a big franchise like McDonald's, if you
Right.
switch all their machines out to those, then it saves them, let's just throw out $200,000 in labor a year per all their chains in the eastern Ohio. So they're like, oh yeah, we'll save 200
Right.
grand. We're running these machines, but they probably suck. They probably do
Yeah.
because it's not as efficient of a system. It's just running one straight line. You're mixing lines and you got weird things going on. And I'm sure there's probably some technical things that suck about them.
Right. And I will say that should almost be the benchmark there that if because I haven't seen one in a McDonald's yet. And McDonald's is like that's the meme is like, oh, McDonald's Sprite hits different and all this other shit. I don't know.
Right.
I've read articles about how McDonald's goes through and they actually make sure they have a good purified water to start. They actually cool the lines and stuff from the syrups going into it so that they have a very good end product. And they don't use those stupid fucking Coca-Cola freestyle machines And that's probably why, because they're like, hey, look, these things fucking suck. We ain't doing it.
Yeah.
They've got a reputation to uphold, and they're not switching to some goddamn stupid gimmick that doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. And that's pretty much the standard, right? If McDonald's isn't doing it, then there's probably something wrong with it.
And it don't make sense.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
It don't make sense. That's right. That's right.
Although that sounds like maybe it would make dollars, but they're known for their pop. So
yeah, they keep it legit in the soda department. So if they're not using that as a standard, then I don't trust it. So
I think their pop comes in like, instead of like if you ever worked in a restaurant, you get the bag in the box, syrups, and you screw those in. Theirs comes in like giant stainless steel containers that are like rolled in or filled up or however the hell they do it.
They got their own special.
That's how their syrup comes in. Yeah. So their stuff might be refined a little bit different too.
Yeah, they got the upper hand in the game basically. They're playing with a stacked deck.
Yeah. They got Coca-Cola in the back pocket pretty much.
Right. Yeah. I wonder, and I've wondered this before. I wonder who the account manager is from Coca-Cola that holds that sales account through. I mean, I'm sure it's different through regions, but could you imagine? You're like, oh, I'm a salesman for Coke, and I got the McDonald's account. That's all I do, and I make hella fucking money. Like,
well, it's at least when did that first start? When did that deal first start? Is probably the actual question, because now it's just a national contract. They're partners, basically. Where I'm sure Pepsi could try to throw as much money as they wanted at them, but Coke could easily just stomp them out. But it'd be interesting to know when that first deal went down, because that had to be a huge, large, massive deal where either I'm assuming Coke paid McDonald's a lot of money or promised them a lot of things to just be their exclusive supplier of soda.
Right. Yeah, to get that shit worldwide like that, that's got to be that they had to grease some palms to get in there, I'm sure.
And I'm sure they negotiate pricing every year, and there's probably a lot of back and forth. And, yeah, because I mean, you can imagine the volume that is. It's insane. So
yeah, it's probably. I would even imagine there's probably like a portion of Coca-Cola that's owned by McDonald's. Like, here's some stock, it'll behoove you. It'll behoove you to make sure we're happy because now you own half of us. So
yeah, I mean, they're probably, I would say 50% of their business. So
right. But yeah, so long story short, let's get rid of those fucking freestyle machines. I hate them. They're stupid.
Yeah. Get rid of them. I don't need them.
Yeah.
I don't need to mix my flavors together.
Right. Yeah, that's dumb. It's dumb. But
you know what? Have both. Have both if you want.
Okay.
You don't want to line you don't want the line there anyways. Put your little freaky freestyle machine over the side.
Right.
Call it the freaky freestyle. Trademark.
Right.
And and let the kids play on that one.
Right. And then
crazy, but then you can get as crazy as you want with it.
Yeah, regular ass people wanting a regular ass soda can go to the regular ass machine then,
Yeah.
Or even fill it up in the back, because they don't have that freestyle machine in the fucking back.
Nice. Well, so maybe that's what you need to start doing and be like, can you give me it from the back?
Yeah.
And be like, why? And be like, I hate these machines.
This machine sucks. I can even say like, I don't trust technology or something like, I don't know, I just don't know how to use them. And they'll be like, no, it's really easy. Just fill it up like I was going through the drive-through. And then they'll,
No, just hit them with, I'm colorblind. Can you just do it back there for me? And they'll be like, yes, sir. Sorry.
Like, I can't read.
I can read.
I never learned how to read. I just want a Diet Coke.
I mean, judge the place how busy it is, but I still feel like you could get away with it pretty easy.
Yeah, for sure. I need to do that. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I should definitely do that.
Yeah, just be like, hey, can you hit me up in the back? Slide him a buck.
Yeah, like I don't work for you. I shouldn't have to fill my cup. So maybe I'll pull that bougie ass shit. Like I've just paid you for this drink. You put it in there for me.
Until you want a refill.
And then I'll still go up there and do it again.
because I just bought two $1 cheeseburgers.
And now I want my refill. Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else is going on this week. I went and hung out in Pennsylvania for a while. Did that for work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I was hanging out in the Pittsburgh area, and I came to the conclusion that Pittsburgh is basically just like extra West Virginia. Like, and I hate West Virginia, and like just going through Pittsburgh, I was like, God, this town is kind of dog shit. Like it reminds me a lot of West Virginia. I mean, it makes sense. It's close to it, but I did for once. I went through Pittsburgh around rush hour, and I think one of the tunnels were closed. So Google routed me actually through some more like habitable spots and stuff. And there was this one road, I think it was called like Overlook Lane or some shit like that, or Grandview. Grandview, that's what it was called. And as you're going up this hill, you look over to your right, you can see a lot of downtown and like Heinz Field and shit over there to the right. And that was actually pretty cool. And you could tell like that's where the nice apartments were and everything else. Like, okay, so there is some money in Pittsburgh. It's not just all, extra West Virginia. But then as you come down off of that nice road there, then you just go back into extra West Virginia there, and it's all dirty and gross and rusty and bleak.
Yeah.
But
AKA, he's also talking about Cleveland too.
yeah. I don't know. At least Cleveland isn't built on the side of a fucking mountain, which makes no sense. Like,
true. And there's, like I say, there's all these cities, and like, obviously West Virginia, he's talking about too, is most of that's just across the High River. Like,
yeah,
there's some nice areas in West Virginia too.
Never seen them.
And thanks again, because I was supposed to be in Pittsburgh today, but I got this damn thing. But
yeah,
I feel like Cleveland's kind of a lot of rundown, but then they're rebuilding a lot of nice too.
Yeah,
with all these areas, all these old big cities that were a lot of like. Probably used to be real amazing when the money was really pouring in these areas, when you had all the coal mining and all the different things going on.
Right.
Just gone now. Anything that's on a river or a old body of water.
Yeah.
Especially a river.
Well, and
most of these towns that were on the rivers.
Yeah.
They're junk.
They're real bad. Technology makes it easier now that you don't have to rely on that river to get goods in and out of places. So it's like, well, why do we need this town alongside the fucking river anymore? Like, we got roads, dude.
There's no money flowing in there anymore.
Right. Yeah, now the river's just like, well, we can put our waste in there, so that's cool. Like, that's... But then federal regulation comes in and says you can't pollute the river. So then they're like, well, fuck, I guess we'll just go somewhere else. We'll take our money over somewhere else. So...
It's like 3 or 4 old barges still pushing shit up and down the river for some reason. I don't even know what they're pushing. I think they're just there for show.
Right. It's more of a...
we're still transporting stuff, I swear.
It's like a historic tour now. Like, oh, look at the riverboats. That's fun.
Yeah. It's not all... It's crazy. And like, you look at the rivers and, like you say, the pollution. Obviously, they're dirty.
Yeah. They
are a river, though, so it makes sense. But, like, there's just so much trash floating in them around them all the time. It's gross.
Yeah.
And that's not just, I was going to say the river's fault.
Right.
That's
the
people that live on the river's fault. But
it's
coming. But I was trying to say, it's coming from upstate, downstate. It's coming from everywhere, mainly upstate, because it all flows down. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's why if you live near a river, you're normally considered a river rat town, and they're not glamorous.
Yeah, it gets a little dirty around in there. And then, and I don't know. I feel like some of it too is I look at some of these places too. Where it's like there is a lot of history in them. There's big, cool old buildings, and they just let them go to shit. You wonder, like, who the fuck owns that? Like spruce, like you can spruce it up. It wouldn't take much money to make it just look a little better.
Nobody now, or nobody that gives a shit now, because it was industry. It was all about industry, and before it was. That's how you you got shit to where it needed to be by sending it down the river. And once the money got to, it was easier to just transport it on a truck over send it down the river or put it on a plane or do
Right.
whatever. All that business was gone immediately. Hey, man, it's a business opportunity for us. Maybe we need to figure out how to make the river more efficient for us.
Yeah, let's go back to the water.
Robots and drones.
Yep.
Boom. Print money.
Boom. We can go through and steal all those Coke Freestyle machines and turn them into river robots.
Throw them in the river.
It's a win-win, It's a win-win. Yeah. I don't have to make soda with them anymore, and they can profit me by transporting goods and services up and down the river.
Speaking of history and things, I stumbled upon this yesterday since I had a lot of free time just being sick. You go down like a tunnel on TikTok or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Where you start seeing something, and then you watch that video too long and it shows you the next one, or you click on that and then you go to the next video or whatever. I was looking at some it was a treasure hunting video basically of some people looking for an old treasure, which is so funny. It happened to be I watched a movie about treasure too, and then it showed up on my phone, of course, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like, if there's anything in Ohio treasure related.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
live in Ohio. It's like, is there anything? And there is.
Oh, yeah?
There's a few. And one of them, now let's tie all this in. There's a treasure that was shipped out of a fort in Pittsburgh on the river.
Yeah.
From the Spanish. I think it was a Spanish treasure.
Okay.
British were coming up from the coastline up this direction towards Canada, up towards Michigan and everything, like pushing the Spanish out. So they took a bunch of gold coins. That was basically all the salary for all the Spaniards in the military on the East Coast. They got pushed back to there. They loaded them up. 10 guys on horseback, fly up to Michigan, take them up into Canada. Well, apparently the British caught up to them. The scouts found out the British caught up to them, so they quickly buried this treasure. Not too far away in Minerva, Ohio, which is about 20 minutes away from me.
Okay.
So then there's a legend that this nephew of one of the guys that survived out of the 10, like 8 of them died, 2 of them lived, got a letter from his uncle that told him where it was, blah, blah, blah. So, but a bunch of people have looked for it. They found, one person's claimed they found this weird rock that was placed in a tree, like in a Y of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Put an odd rock in there, and then you're supposed to count so many paces to a direction. And then they carved a deer in a tree to mark the other side, the left side of it. So there was like an east-west side marked. And to the north, they buried their shovels to give them a 3-way directional mapping back to the treasure. And then it was supposed to be by 3 or 4 fresh springs. I forget what they said. That was like almost a square shape to mark the center of it. But nobody's ever found it. They claim.
Until we start looking for it.
Yeah. So maybe our old outside adventure team, Oat, needs to come together and go find us some buried treasure.
Yeah, dude. Let's start some treasure hunting for sure.
People who put it down to geographical area, they're like, "Oh, it's in this area," and then they're like, "They think it's in this area somewhere," and I'm like, "If it's in the area somewhere, somebody would have had to found it by now." There has been claims of old guns and war remains found in that area, but nobody seemed to have found it. Yeah. So I'm just saying, it's about $150 million worth of gold at this point in time.
If anybody wants to invest in us, give us an off-road vehicle. We're going to need some shovels, some dynamite. We're going to need some guns because we don't want to get double crossed, right? So
Right.
definitely going to need some weapons, some knives for stabbing or for
Got plenty
digging
of those. I got a lot
something.
of those.
Get us
Yeah.
some. What else? We're gonna need some compasses. We're gonna need a really good compass because we need to know where north and south is, right? You know. So
Yeah. A couple
and
hunting dogs or
yeah,
sniffing
bloodhounds.
dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get him. We'll get him trained on the scent of gold.
Yes.
And
Yes. Exactly.
then we start our expeditions, man.
Perfect. I mean, might as well. You know, a couple good metal detectors too. I can detect gold from a
Yes.
mile away.
Yes.
I just be going off nonstop because I got a gold tooth in my mouth. There's gold around here somewhere.
Yeah, dude. We need to become treasure hunters. That sounds like it'd be fun.
I know. I just thought it was interesting. It's close by. I'm like, how cool would that be? But I can't even imagine, like, if you get within a mile radius of where, or like, even in that township, like the legend, the lore, and all the people that live in that
Yeah.
town, you're gonna tell me that somebody hasn't dug that up already.
Right.
And then there's probably treasure hunters that make a trip up there all the time, trying to find these landmarks and stuff they talk about, and trying to, get permission to go on people's property. And
Yeah.
I mean, if I had any property around that, I'd be like, yeah, I think it's around here. Can we get permission to go? I'll be like, man, you know what? I have so many people go out here.
$100.
$50.
Yeah. Give me some money and you can get on there.
$50. Have at her all day, man.
Yeah, and I will say, so when we were up at Niagara Falls, we did an escape room. I did one of those for the first time ever. And we cracked the escape room. We had an hour and we did it in like 43 minutes. So I'm pretty fucking good at this shit, man. I can solve puzzles. So all we got to do is find the clues and I'll put them together. I'll be like
Man,
Nick
we just need
Cage
that.
at the National Treasure movies where, he steals a Declaration
Yeah.
of Independence and shit. Like I can do that easy.
Maybe we need to get the OG letter that was wrote to this guy
Mm.
and, hold it over a candle, and boom, there's actually instructions underneath it. It's like
Right.
everything it just said is bullshit.
Yeah,
I
because
buried it 15 miles south of that.
obviously everybody that's ever looked at that letter, they didn't think to put it over a candle. They didn't put it over a light source. I mean, and probably even if you pee on it a little bit, isn't that you pee on it, that'll expose the hidden ink. So they never tried. They never tried to pee on it.
Sodium potassium chloride.
Yes,
I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bicarbonate.
Bicarbonate. So yeah, they never peed on it. They never held it over a candle.
Yeah.
We already cracked it, so we're as good as getting that treasure, for sure.
My watch is already pointing in the direction of the treasure. If you didn't know, so it's fine.
What is that? East.
Yes. Yeah, I already cracked the code.
Just got.
And this is actually a hint.
Just head east with a little bit of pee, and dude, we got it. We're millionaires.
I left 5 coins there for anybody that finds.
Some Spanish gold. Is it Spanish gold?
Best. Spanish gold.
Oh, the best kind.
Yeah.
It's the best kind of gold.
I felt like the townspeople found it a long time ago and split it up amongst themselves, and we're like, everybody just.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because they definitely already peed on the note. They already peed on it. They held it up to the light source and they found it for sure already.
Or they said there's a good chance that Indians found it, took all of it, and just bailed. It was like went and hid it somewhere else.
That makes sense too.
They're like, nah, this is our gold now.
Right.
Get out of here.
Yeah. And they hauled it away on the Trail of Tears with them. Open their casinos.
Get the payback.
All right.
Yeah. But anyways, interesting. I always like treasure hunts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think everybody does. Everybody loves a good, even though National Treasure is kind of corny, it's still a good movie, and everybody loves that kind of stuff.
Who hasn't watched that movie and thought to themselves, like, man, this would be cool as shit if I was like smart like that?
And wouldn't it be so? I would love to just find like that hidden mystery game where you actually have to figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's what an escape room's all about, right? It's
right.
figuring out that mystery,
just cracking the codes.
It'd be a lot cooler if it was a real prize at the end, like getting rich or
Yeah.
even just something cool and significant. I mean, even geocaching away is like a lot of people get really into geocaching
Yeah.
and they do cool stuff. People do cool puzzles and stuff like that to get to like you find the first piece to the next piece to the next piece to the next piece, and like people come up with pretty creative stuff. So I like that too. It's pretty neat. But
Yeah.
puzzle solving's fun. I enjoy it.
It's a pain in the ass when you get
Sometimes I think
stumped.
too hard about it though, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
my problem.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Right. It's like, oh, but the dog's facing west, and dogs don't like they face west, and everybody knows they prefer the east, so we should go east. And like, no, the dog's looking right at the fucking thing, you idiot. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And then I feel like too, once you do enough escape rooms, you feel like you get that idea. Like the first time in an escape room, like trying to analyze everything,
Right.
like analyze all the random stuff. And I know that's purposely what they do is like when the smart person comes in here, they're going to analyze all this shit. And really, none of this matters.
Yeah.
It's something else in the room.
Yeah, and that's the one we went to. I mean, I don't know. This is the only one I've ever been to, but I was expecting more of like trap doors or hidden this. Basically, it was all just kind of deciphering codes to combination locks. Like there wasn't really any
Yeah.
trap door things. Everything was in locked boxes, and you just had to figure out what code opened what lock. About the most weirdest thing was because we were stealing the Hope Diamond, and we found a security guard's jacket that had like a UV light in it, and then we found a code on the wall. But like I was expecting more of like, I don't know, like some trap doors or something, or like, oh, this is hollow. Like, but no, it was literally just a whole bunch of like lock boxes. It was still cool and fun and interesting. I just my expectations were a little bit higher. Because I've seen National Treasure before, and they got that whole desk that's like a puzzle box and that thing. I thought like, oh, whoa, like they might have something cool like that. But no, it was just a bunch of locks. So it made me think like, oh, I just need to get good at picking locks, and I can go through and fucking smash through an escape room in like 5 minutes just because I pick locks.
Yeah, I mean, give me an axe too, and just start smashing the wall apart.
Well, no, because they ask you to be respectful and not destroy things. So you can pick a lock without you can pick a lock without breaking it, right? So
yeah, I get you. Nah, like I said, I've been to, like you said, I was with a cool one where there was magnets and sliding doors and like different things.
Yeah.
Our room ended up being screwed up, and the one thing that was supposed to happen was a key drop was supposed to come out of an outlet in the ceiling when you did something, but it was already hanging open, and the key didn't fall out because there was like it never came down, so we didn't know it was there.
Yeah.
But somehow we skipped that step anyways. I think somebody in my group cheated, but it was fine.
Yeah. That's cool. At least you escaped. So
yeah, made it.
Yeah, I got a fake.
But yeah,
diamond.
there's cool ones like that, but I've been to the cheap one like you're talking about where it's like not cheap, but it's just like, yeah, this is kind of like you're just looking for codes, and it's like you could be in any room. You could be in your living room doing this right now. It's not really that exciting where you kind of want that. Whoa, we just opened this whole door up.
Yeah.
And there's, like a multi-stage situation to it.
Yeah, you happen to find the false bottom in a desk drawer or something. It doesn't even have to be even that much more elaborate. But like kind of more trap doors or hidden things. It was mostly all just decipher a code that opens up that combination lock there. So
in turn, let's go have us a damn good time finding some treasure.
Yeah, dude, that's for sure. We need to become treasure hunters. I'm down for that, but
then we can make a TV show that goes for 8 seasons, and we never really do anything, and find one gold coin.
Yeah, or we only find one gold coin. If we have a TV show, we're not going to tell the whole world that we just found billions of dollars worth of lost Spanish treasure.
Right, until we make $1 billion off the show, and then we tell them.
And then at the end, we'll tell them, you know what? The friendship along the journey was the real treasure.
Yeah. It's still out there. You should come visit our island we just bought.
Yeah.
We'll let you dig.
We'll take you on tours.
Wink, wink. anyways, that's all I got this week. You got anything else you want to add?
Nah, man, that's pretty much it. Hopefully, we're on the upswing of this this good luck trend here. Or at least on the upswing, getting out of the bad luck trend. Because my last week sucked, and it doesn't sound like yours was that much greater. But we got good things to look forward to. We got to keep the fucking spirits high, man.
Let's go, baby.
We're gonna
We gotta buy some gold.
We're gonna grab life by the hidden gold treasures and fucking go.
Give it a little gold twist.
Grab his gold and twist it. But nah, man, I hope you feel better. I hope everybody in the household feels better, and everybody that's been affected by that little outbreak out there doesn't get any worse, and everybody gets better. I hope for good health.
Revive. We're in revival situation.
Yeah,
Everybody's
man.
doing good. So, baby's good. I'm good. Steph's good.
Yeah,
we're getting there. So
you guys will get on that upswing just in time for your birthday. It's good. Good things are coming, man. Good things are coming. So. But yeah, that's all I got. Did you have a damn good time?
I had myself a damn good time, sir. I hope you did too.
Yeah, I had a damn good time. And we hope everybody out there listening and watching had yourselves a damn good time. And, click like, subscribe, check us out on all the platforms. And we'll be back weekly to give you a damn good time. Love you, Cody.
Love you too.
We love you guys at home. And we will see you next week.
Catch you on the next one.
All right.